From the edge of our atmosphere, looking down at the night side of Earth reveals a fragile web of gold stretched across the black. Between 2014 and 2022, NASA satellites recorded exactly how that web shifted, measuring the intensity of millions of city blocks every single night. This flat map projection shows the scale of the change. Over 8 years, planetary brightness increased by 34%. We instinctively equate this expanding glow with progress, assuming every new pixel represents new roads, factories, and rising standards of living. Yet the data reveals a sharp contradiction. Significant regions of the map are actually dimming, shrinking back into the dark. This fading isn't occurring in isolated wilderness. It is concentrated over some of the most developed and wealthy nations on the planet. The NASA data indicates that our basic assumption, that development always results in more light, has reached a breaking point. The true drivers of the surge become clear when we isolate regions with explosive growth. This globe view centers on the dense clusters radiating across Asia. Panning from India toward eastern China traces the exact corridor responsible for this global increase. In cities like Shanghai, millions of kilowatts pour into towering commercial districts and sprawling residential zones built at massive scale. This long exposure of an elevated train station captures the constant thrum of infrastructure. Modern transit networks and construction hubs require absolute illumination to function. In rapidly developing nations, raw light output serves as a highly accurate proxy for economic velocity. A factory running 3 shifts creates more goods while casting a larger nocturnal halo. Across these Asian corridors, the economic boom physically manifests as an undeniable nocturnal glow. Western Europe presents the opposite trend. Across France, the UK, and the Netherlands, the footprint of light has physically contracted. It is unlikely these advanced nations suddenly lost the capacity to generate power or suffered a total collapse of their power grids. Instead, this regional darkening is a highly intentional event driven by technology, policy, and conflict. The first cause is a hardware transition. European municipalities are replacing older fixtures with highly targeted, energy-efficient, downward-facing LEDs. These new fixtures contrast with traditional sodium vapor lamps, which scatter a warm, ambient glow across city blocks and up into the sky. The LEDs restrict light strictly to the pavement below. Furthermore, aggressive national green policies now enforce midnight blackouts for commercial buildings and monuments to conserve electricity. By 2022, the Russia-Ukraine conflict placed immediate pressure on Western energy supplies, moving the priority toward geopolitical survival. This sudden shock forced immediate, drastic power rationing. Governments mandated blackouts to keep essential grids operational, manually shutting off the excess glow. These dark patches represent a complex physical map of green technology adoption mixed with the effects of an energy crisis. NASA's specialized Black Marble satellite program, operating high above our atmosphere, captured all of these complex regional shifts. These instruments monitor human activity and civilization shifts by measuring the exact volume of photons escaping into space. Their sensors confirm a divided reality. We live on a planet simultaneously experiencing massive light inflation and targeted strategic darkening. These global light maps now provide us with real-time records of shifting human economics, strict environmental policy, and the fallout of war. Look at your own surroundings tonight. Are you living in a zone of explosive growth or conscious conservation? Comment on your local nightlight levels below and subscribe to explore more satellite intelligence.